because people and children have been killed. So I'm assuming this officer is going to allow us to continue having our freedom of speech and our right to assemble in this stolen Tongva land.
Yes, it is. Until you say something about it, it is you. Until you say something about it, it is you.
I thought you were a pig. You're dressed up like a pig.
Yeah. You look just like one.
Yeah, I feel for your pain.
No, you don't.
Why are you here, dude? Trying to
Do
intimidate
something about it.
But
I'm not here to stop fucking murdering us, alright?
This afternoon,
No, you can do it.
You're not
Telling the truth.
a black man who is
No, you know what?
concerned about,
You're a deputy sheriff, right?
worried, scared that I'm going to be the next victim of police brutality and murder.
Is that right? It got nothing to do
And so
with
we
you.
have
But
this
that's the
house
thing.
Negro. See, that, you notice they sent the house Negro out to try to get rid of us, but you can't stop us, you can't silence
Be here with
us.
me, speaking right now, testifying. Let me just,
Especially when...
let me step back from my anger and try to be logical with you.
Right.
Okay? For example, Noel Aguilar, right? Shot to death in the city of Compton by LA County
Especially
Sheriff's.
when we get murdered every 28 hours
School with?
in this city alone.
The guys that you've seen.
And every 8 hours across the nation, that's one per shift.
Murad and Louise, who killed Noel after
BLMLA just completed a 53-day
then tried to pin a gun on Noel, all on video. Right?
occupation, decolonization of City Hall.
Right?
Because on July 12th,
deputies in Compton,
the LA Police Commission ruled
you guys just killed somebody.
the murder of Riddell Jones, a 30-year-old mother,
couldn't find a gun for 2 days.
and white.
You know, so how come
They ruled her murder
continuing to happen? But nobody in your department on
to
your
be in
side
policy.
is standing up and doing what we're doing.
Now my question is this.
Okay, now I've heard you out.
I'm asking you. I asked you a question.
Okay.
How the hell is shooting a woman in the back as she's running from the police
I don't know why
considered
that was.
in
I
policy?
personally wasn't there, and I can't speak for those guys because I don't know what they were doing or why, what happened. I don't know any of the circumstances.
She left behind a
All I know is
7-year-old
what
daughter
I know
and a
is what I
12-year-old
do
son.
here. But what
And
I
a
would
grieving
suggest
husband,
talk to the sheriff.
Marcus.
That's your right. Go up, talk to the sheriff.
Did you start off in the jails? Did you start
And they
off in the
said that
jails?
it was in
Everyone starts off
I
policy.
know. Everyone starts off in the jails, but yet, you know, your boy Lee Baca's going down to knock
Richard Risher, while the encampment was going on, was murdered
You saw something
by LAPD in the Nickerson Gardens.
I know you saw something, but you didn't say it. I don't have to
So
listen
is
to you.
Kenny
You're telling the truth.
Watkins
You're out
and
here
Jesse
playing
Romero.
PR. But when the time came for you to say something, when your moment came,
What I
you were
wanna know
silent.
is-
When your moment came, you were silent. No, you were
So,
in the jails. You seen it. You seen it.
We
Right,
can't
but
stop
you
and
don't
we
say
won't
nothing about it.
stop.
And you know what you do? You leave it up to us.
You can't
to
stop
say
us
something
from.
about it.
You can't
Make us say
Sir?
something about it.
Sir?
Let us say something
You
about
have
it.
that right. You have that right.
You can't stop us from doing what we doing.
You have a right to.
Yes, you damn right. We have a right, and we exercising our
You
right.
didn't do your job. I have a responsibility. It ain't a right. It ain't a right. I got a dead friend with 4 kids. It ain't a right. It's a responsibility because you didn't do your job. Because you didn't do your job. No,
What
no,
do you
no.
want?
I asked you, did you come up in the jails? Did you come up in the jails? But yet you never said anything.
What do you
saw.
want, sir?
So why are you a good cop? Why do you go home and hug your kids? Yeah, you didn't
What do you
shoot
want?
at me because I speak the truth. You know what? Here
Oh, the
you-
half sheriff
why
is
should I
holding on
listen
to
to
her
the people
gun.
who murder my friend?
Basically, what you're gonna do.
Why should I listen to you explain
Why
for the
is that
people
the
who murder
first
my
thing
friend?
that
If
you
you
reach
don't
for?
have
We
the
ain't doing
integrity
this with
to
nonviolent
call out what you see,
protest.
you can't give advice.
Please take
No,
that
you're
camera
telling
off,
me how
sir.
to do it. You're telling me how to do it, but you know what? I'm telling you how to do it.
So
Speak
basically,
up and say something. Stand up, but you won't. You know why? Because of your paycheck, because of your pension, because of your blue line, because of your life. And you know what? That's the hardest part. You're scared for your life. I get it, but you know what? So are our people out there.
Nigga,
Their
you ever
last
heard
breath,
Malcolm
no
X's speech
Aguilar's
about the
last
field
words,
Negro and the
you
house
shot me.
Negro?
I didn't do anything.
Sir?
That's the scariest situation in the world, is breathing your last breath and having 2 bullies squeezing your
look,
fucking life out of
the
you.
cover coming up
Why don't you go on strike
fuck
until
outta
the fucking
here.
cops who kill our homies quit? Why don't you go on strike instead of going on strike to protest us? Instead of going on strike to protest an athlete, why don't you go on strike and say, you know what? I'm not putting on this fucking uniform for one more day until the murderers in my department are gone. Then you're a hero. But until then, you're nothing. You're nothing. You don't have even the courage of any of us out here. You won't stand up for what you see. And you're coming out here with some chicken shit. I'm sorry for your feelings. I'm sorry for your friend. You know what? You came up in the jails. You did 2 years in the jails. And right now, Lee Baca's gonna do time. Right now, Paul Tanaka's doing time. For the shit you wouldn't say. For the things you wouldn't expose. Right? And young men are dying in the street every day. And it's gonna continue to happen until you do something. So I don't want your sympathy, I want your action. I'm not here for sympathy. I got a dead friend. I got a dead friend who was only trying to go out and celebrate his birthday. And I had a bunch of chicken shit cops come up and tell me how sorry they were. But not one of them would take a stand. Not one of them would say, you know what? I'm that motherfucker that's gonna take that stand. I'm that man, I'm that woman that isn't gonna do this anymore until the murderers in my department are gone. It's the easiest thing in the world for you to do. You have a right. You have a right to do it. Why won't you do it? You even have more than a right. You have a responsibility to do it. You have a responsibility to do it. Because until that, you don't have the public trust. And if you come up and tell me you're sorry for my loss, I don't fucking believe you. I don't fucking believe you. Because you know who's sorry for my loss? These people who have the guts to stand up and expose themselves to stand up to your tyranny. That's who believes me. That's whose sympathy I believe in. So when you come up here and try to get on our side, you know what? Take that off. Hold up a sign. Take a stand. So that, you know what? Someday your grandkids won't be ashamed of you. Because that's what's going to happen to you, brother. Your grandkids won't even admit that their grandpa was a deputy sheriff. Because you can't find a German today that'll admit that their grandpa was a Nazi. Nobody will admit my grandpa was a Nazi. But I tell you what, in 1939, motherfuckers were walking down the street wearing that swastika. They were proud of it then. History is not on your side. So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna explain to your grandchildren your sympathy for my loss? Your sympathy for my loss. How are your grandchildren gonna sympathize for my loss when you wouldn't even take a stand? When you wouldn't even take a stand. Coming out here and intimidating people, coming out here and pandering, coming out here and trying to alleviate your own guilt so maybe you can go worship your God or kiss your wife or pat your kids on the head. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm not here to give you confession. I am not here to make your sins go away. You know? You want to prove to us that you're sorry? Do what we're doing out here. Take a stand. Because like I said, anybody who did 2 years in the jail saw something. Anybody who did 2 years in the jails saw something. You got a chief, you got a deputy sheriff, and a sheriff that are going down. Under Sheriff Paul Tanaka of the Linwood Vikings. Going down. Because he wouldn't tell what he saw in the jails, and he told you, and you, not to tell us what you saw in the jails. Right? That's why he's going down. Suppression of evidence. See or no?
You got that wrong.
Suppression of evidence. Oh, I'm sorry? I got that wrong. Oh, he didn't tell you personally, but you know the rules. You know the rules. How many people die in the jails? How many people are crippled in the jails? How many people go in the jail standing up and they leave laying down? How many? And you know what? You are doing nothing about it. No one that wears brown, none of you fucking deputies, not one of you. The one that I met had to wait till he was retired to start exposing, right? You know Olmsted. You know Bob Olmsted, right? Yeah, tell Tanaka what's up. We're gonna put you there. We're gonna put you there.
Do you want to clarify anything? Do you want to clarify anything that they wouldn't give you an opportunity to speak? Would you like to clarify anything on the camera?
There's nothing to clarify. I can't speak for what happened. Whatever those guys do, that's on them. I'm not an officer. You guys have the right to speak and to gather as long as you're doing it peaceful.
Cool.
Okay? These guys are trying to say I came over here to try and bully you. It's not true. I never said anything to you. I just asked real simple what's going on, make sure everything's okay. That's it. Okay? They have a right to do that. That's fine. Go right ahead. All right? As long as you're being peaceful, Now, I can't speak for what happened in the jails and all that because I didn't see any of that, or none of that stuff happened while I was working there. I had a real successful career, and that's it. All right. So you guys go ahead. As long as you're being peaceful, you're fine. Okay?
Is that your personal video?
As long as you guys are being peaceful.
Is that your personal camera?
I don't have a problem with you being out here as long as you're peaceful.
Is that your personal camera?
All right.
Is that your personal camera, sir?
All right. Thank you.
Young 9474. Is that your personal camera or is that your issue?
Is that your personal?
Yeah, I'm actually a reporter, so
yeah.
I know where mine's going. I'm just wondering where yours going. Is that that issue with the state? Is that
that's not it's my personal.
That's your own personal.
That's
so you're
just so that I can show that these guys try and say something that happened that didn't happen, so I can prove that nothing, that I didn't come over here to try and intimidate them or whatsoever, because I didn't do that at all. Basically, I couldn't get a word in at all. They did all the talking, and you saw that.
That's all that. I recorded the whole thing.
As long as you reported correctly, I don't have a problem with that.
Right. Well, I do have a problem with you recording my face, my likeness on your personal camera. That's what I have a problem with. So I will be reporting that. Thank you. What's your Guzman? Can I get your badge number too, since you're a witness to all this? Can I get your badge number, ma'am, sir? Guzman.
What do you need?
Her badge number 480. Thank you.